Well, the rains were relentless over the spring, leaving behind some unwanted issues. So this morning, we're talking about fungi with this fun guy. Brian Jervis, horticulturist with the OSU Extension Office. He's here to talk about the diseases that are plaguing our plants. Good morning.
Morning.
A lot of people, I mean, it's been great to have the good, rains because green country is truly green.
Finally, we finally get some sun. We were lacking sun for a long time too, to help dry things out, help get plants to grow with all the water. But with the water brings a little bit of disease. And I don't necessarily like to be a Debbie Downer talking about the bad stuff.
Well, but if
it's there.
Yeah, and if we're experiencing it, we want to help people take care of it.
Correct.
So you guys have the demo garden. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so some pictures on the screen. The demonstration garden at the office, gate 6 of the fairgrounds. You see that on the screen. Looks beautiful right now. We had a garden tour a couple weeks ago, so we were getting ready for that. But man, things have really filled in. Come there, look around. You can walk around the whole building, walk around anytime. We've got a plant list. Most of the plants we've bought locally, so it's just a good place to come get some ideas and enjoy a nice garden.
So let's talk a little bit about the diseases as we take a look at this next video. Tell me what we're going to look at.
So we're seeing a lot of this. This is a peony that's just formed spots. That's in my yard. So things like this will happen regardless. We water a lot. We're usually against the house. That doesn't allow a lot of airflow to go through and dry things out. So with that in mind, we can do a little bit of protection earlier on, and then now we're more into kind of suppressing them a little bit. So we're going to start seeing a little bit new green growth on those older leaves. Those new leaves will need some protection with the fungicide that we'll talk about later on.
Okay, so if I have that, if I'm looking at that in my yard, then you're going to tell me how I can help that.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
All right, so that's just one sample. Let's take a look at some of these others, because you have leaf spots, you have the powdery mildew.
So fungus is one of our more common ones. This is powdery mildew, and for a disease to really take hold, we got to have three things. We got to have a good environment for it, which is usually moisture. We got to have the right plant that's susceptible to the disease, and then we need the disease out there. And if you got all three of those, you will have disease. So if we can spray something to help break that virulent disease up, then that'll cut that as much disease as we have. So the powdery mildew is pretty easy to control. We've got products that do it. There are also some photos I saw that is sunburn.
Yeah.
So sun scald. So that doesn't really have anything to do with biotic things at all. It's just a nature thing. We haven't had a lot of sun. The sun is now intense. So we're probably seeing more sun scald or sunburn than we are diseases.
So how do I protect my plants?
So a lot of those leaves you can probably just cut off. Usually they're the bottom ones, the old ones, the tired ones. So usually we can remove those.
Okay.
A lot of times you'll have that burn and then disease will come in. So just cut those off is one of the main things. Later on our vegetable stuff, we can shade them with a cloth. Doesn't look very good, but we're growing food. So that's what we're trying to do, is cool those things down where they won't burn as much.
You brought a lot of products here today. Share with us about some of the things that what works with what.
Exactly. So whether you like the organic route or you like the traditional route, fungicides have quite a bit of options on them. There's a lot of products out there that will control a lot of different things. So, you've got a good general purpose one, Daconil in the red bottle that you see. I use that. I recommend that a lot. It's just, you can put that on vegetables, you can put that on turf, and you can put that in your landscape beds. So that is really nice one and a really good one. It's kind of like a sunscreen. So you spray it, it's going to protect that leaf surface from disease getting in. Versus a systemic, and the black one on the other side, we've got 4 or 5 of those out there that it not only covers the surface, but it kind of gets within the leaf to help protect it that way.
How often once you treat it?
So now that we're drying out and the humidity's better, we probably every 7 to 14 days.
Okay.
Back when it was raining a lot, we probably could have done every 3 to 7 days. So it just kind of depends. It depends on how how your new growth is. The new growth we're trying to protect later on into the summer. So that green tender growth puts some protection on it, on that. There's also some organic versions.
Right.
Sulfur is one of the popular ones, or copper to spray. We don't want to use a lot of copper during the intense heat, but we can switch to sulfur, and that should help us as well. Probably not as good of a control in general, but if we're doing our due diligence, keeping air flowing through that, organic versions will work just fine.
Well, and one of the things as we wrap this up, some people say, well, this is a sworn technique, this has worked, my grandma told me how to do this. We're not promoting that because we can't justify it, can't guarantee it.
We get a lot of home remedies, which I'm not in the office, that, you know, hey, my grandma did this or that. And not saying that don't work, it's just hard for a university to recommend that, because if you put too much on or mix it wrong, it may hurt the plant, and that's not good for us.
That's not good. All right.
Yep.
If you want more information, you can contact the OSU Extension Office. Great to see you.
Glad to be here.
We'll catch you in July. Wow.